I want to share my story here. Let me know your thoughts, she began. So I was dating this guy for about 3 months, and things were going okay between us. Nothing perfect, but we were managing. One day we went out to eat together, and I happened to run into an old female friend of mine. Naturally, I introduced her to my man and mentioned he had been one of my closest friends way back. They exchanged greetings politely, and we all laughed about old times. After we left, I saved her number so we could catch up properly later. When we got home, I called her and we talked for a long while. Just girl stuff, memories. Then my boyfriend said something I didn't expect. Since she's your good friend, let's invite her over one day. I was caught off guard. Mind you, this friend of mine is an HIV patient. Only her mother and I know that. But I brushed it off and agreed without much thought. A couple of Saturdays later, I invited her over. We laughed, gisted, and even cooked together. At some point, I excused myself to freshen up. What I didn't know was that during those few minutes, she had exchanged numbers with my man behind my back. I didn't confront either of them, but I noticed the signs. Later, after escorting her out, my man acted normal. But I could tell something was off. From that day on, I started seeing little things. Their sneaky texts, unusual glances, quiet moments. But no, I didn't confront them. I simply watched. Even when my boyfriend suddenly stopped being intimate with me. No hugs, no touches, nothing. I remained silent. I already knew what was happening. My friend would call from time to time to check on me, pretending everything was fine. And I played along too, keeping my cool. One afternoon, I got a call from my boyfriend's landlord. He was one of the people I was cool with in that compound. He told me he saw my boyfriend bringing the same lady he once saw me with to the house, the same friend. Meanwhile, earlier that same morning, my man had told me he was traveling out of town and even sent me 200 CDs to spoil myself. Classic distraction. When I got the call from the landlord, my heart didn't even skip. I had already known. I just needed confirmation. The landlord advised me to come and act like I caught them red handed. So I dressed up calmly, fixed my face, and left for his place. The main door was locked, but I knew the layout of the house. There was a narrow path behind the building leading straight into the kitchen, and from there to the bedroom. I walked in quietly, and there it was. The moment I opened that door, I saw them, my man and my so called friend, completely naked, sweating and panting like animals. They didn't even hear me come in. I stood there, arms folded, heart broken but calm. I cleared my throat and said one thing only. When you're done, kindly go to the hospital and get tested. I turned around and walked away, tears in my eyes, but dignity intact. That was the moment it was truly over. I went home, turned my phone to silent, and cried myself to sleep. When I woke up, I saw countless missed calls and a long message from him. Apparently, after I left, my friend confessed everything. She told him she was HIV positive and had been living with it for 5 years thanks to medication. Now, he was infected too, and just like that, his life flipped. As for my friend, turns out she's a hookup girl known for getting with rich men for money. I later learned from people that she's been doing this for a while, targeting men, playing innocent, and disappearing when things go south. And him, my dear boyfriend, now regrets everything. He's on medication, living quietly somewhere in Accra. I don't know what life looks like for him now, but I do know this. Karma came quick To anyone out there reading this, if you're in a relationship, respect it, build it, communicate, don't cheat. HIV is real, and not every healthy looking person is healthy inside. And before anyone asks, why didn't you confront them earlier? My answer is simple. The truth always comes out. And this one came out with receipts. This is the end of today's story. If you've got a secret, a confession, or a life lesson to share, our inbox is always open. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next jaw-dropping story.